Hello everybody, and today we're going to be going through Mushin Towers, floor through 1 to 8, 8.1, 8.2 and 8.3. This is what we're going to be getting fairly soon. So today I want to explain what each boss does, down them as quick as we can so I can show you guys what they do and try and make this a quick video as I can. I apologise if it's not a very quick video because obviously my character on China is quite well geared, but ultimately I just want to I just want to let you guys know what the tactics are from the get-go. And help you guys once it comes to NA and EU. So firstly though, thank you very much. We are sponsored by NCSoft for this video again as well. This video is everything that I say in this video is off my own back. Nothing has come from NCSoft. They haven't asked me to say anything, and I'll tell you guys if so, but basically everything that I say is from myself and my own beliefs alone, sort of thing. So we're going to get into it right now. We're going to start off with how do you get the quests and where on earth do I enter Mushin. Okay, so first of all, on the map here, you see on the map, so this is generally where we spend all of our time at the moment, which is Serpent Supply Base, also known as Black Ram Supply Chain. So we generally spend our time in the 24-man or the 6-man or 4-man there. Obviously, once we get Bloody Shark Harbour, which is called something Black Ram Harbour, we would also be entering via this way as well. But ultimately, today's guide is going to be for Mushin. So Mushin is here. Now, unfortunately, it's not unlocked for us yet. It will be unlocked momentarily in regards to once content is released. They have already said to us officially that it's going to be out fairly soon. So this is the reason why I wanted to get this guide done as soon as possible for you guys, so you guys fully understand on how to do it. So ultimately, you pick up the first quest here. You can either run up to the top here and enter Mushin Tower floor 1 up here straight away, which is literally just up there. You can see the little entrance, or you can make an easier route and just go through here. Now this takes you straight into floor 1 as well. So we're going to go straight into floor 1. Before we get into floor 1, there's like a little pre-instance before we actually get in, which I'm about to show you guys. Is absolutely awesome. You pick up the quest. There's also training dummies inside here as well. So if you didn't want to do training dummies outside, where generally there's a lot of people, you can do some training, some training attacks in here as well. So yeah, happy days, happy days. So we'll pick up the quests. As I say, you can only do these dailies once a day, but you can come in this dungeon as much times as you want. So for instance, if you want to grind your little soul out and try your damnedest hardest to get this hat, which I know a lot of people actually want, then it's probably worth farming. It's worth grinding. I know I'm going to be farming the crap out of it once it does come to EU and NA, but ultimately, even on this version, I don't even have it. I must have done this run at least a good over 150, nearly probably 200 times, and it hasn't dropped for me. So RNGesus is not on my side on this server. Hopefully it will be different once we try and do it on EU. But ultimately we're going to go jump straight in. So you speak to that person, he'll let you in. You need to speak to that person prior to going in, and we're going to be on Mushin floor number 1, guys. Which, wait for it to load. Okay, so this is floor 1. Graphics look amazing, and you might be thinking to yourself, what the hell am I doing in here? Ultimately, it's a solo instant based dungeon, which you can do floors 1 to 8.3, and also apparently, allegedly, we should be having leaderboards as well. So basically, the people with the giant E-pins can try and climb the ladder faster and try and gain that number one rank spot. I believe the ranking systems is in regards to per boss, so it's not a case of just speeding every boss and getting the fastest time through 8.1 to 8.3. I believe it is per boss. The only server which is on at the moment is actually Korea. So a lot of you might be wondering why on earth is he playing on China. The reason why is because I want to show you guys before it comes to launch, so it's a bit of info before it does get released for us. Also, yeah, we're going to move on. So this is the first floor. There's 2 bosses on the first floor, so you can either choose one of each side. So you have Force Master, Destroyer, Assassin, Blade Master, Blade Master, KFM, and Limb Blade Dancer. So obviously you can choose which one you want to go. Personally, it doesn't really matter. I mean, they all do kind of different attacks. So if you're a KFM going against a KFM, it'll make. I mean, it's it's completely your choice. So this is the KFM mob. So he'll do normal things like before we actually start the boss. Every boss on this floor, over a certain period of time, will drop poison on the floor. There's going to be loads of little circle clusters all around the room. It probably won't do it on this because he's going to die quite quickly. I'm going to try and make sure he dies quite quickly. But ultimately, he's got 167k HP. You will literally jump on him, attack him, DPS him. He will try and evade or uses Q&E like a KFM does. He'll also deal like a substantial amount of damage to you. But ultimately, we're going to jump into it now and get him downed. So if anything does happen that's really alarming, then I'll kind of explain it to you guys once we get there. A lot of people might also ask, what on earth is that thing on the floor that I just did there for my Blade Dancer? That thing on the floor right there is your Hongman. That thing on the floor there is your Hongman skill. Okay, so he's down. He dead. He dead. So what you get from here, you get food, and you also get warrior souls. With these right here, you can use them on the outside of the dungeon to get cool stuff like this awesome little cheeky little hat here. Actually, no, apologise, you don't get it from these ones, you get it from these ones, which, never mind, we'll explain out in another video. Those are floor 9 to 15. We'll make another video in regards to that. But ultimately, you can get Bopay from these, you can get some costumes from these, you can get transmog weapons and stuff like that as well. So, it's all good stuff, guys, all good stuff. The food itself, I've got 350 at the moment, because I've done this place a lot to try and get this damn hat, but it doesn't drop. This will basically give you defense, it will give you health over time, and it will heal you, and it stacks up to 5 times as well. So it is a good bit of food. Definitely recommend it if you're quite under geared to come and do this. Make sure you neck like five of them, and you're laughing. You're good. You are good. You are very good to go. So let's go on to the next boss. Force Master time. Both of them jump in the middle, and then we'll jump on them again. Again, it's kind of like rinse and repeat. This boss is generally quite easy. It is like the nursery boss in itself. There are 2 bosses to do, so we'll get this one down. Again, it's just like a normal Force Master, and actually what attacks that they do. Okay, a lot of you might be wondering, what on earth is this guy's ping? Well, my ping's actually about 160 on China at the moment. The ping is quite rough. The ping is not amazing. The ping is quite rough. Considering on EU I get between 20 and 22 ms, but ultimately it's a guide, guys. Like, I have to play on the Asian servers to give you guides. Like, there's no other option for me. I have to do this. Right, good to go. So that's that floor done. That's one done, guys. Happy days. Move on to the next. At the end of the video, guys, as well, if you do have any questions or queries, please leave your comments below, and I'll try and answer them as soon as possible. So we're going to move on to the second floor. Now, the second floor is a bit harder, and I'll explain the tactics behind this, guys. So, basically, if you're melee class, you want to evade, you want to tank his damage that he does. He does like a kind of like a spin to win move on you as well, which kind of hurts. He also will jump at you and slam his giant hammer into your face. When he does that, even if you block it, he will leave a fire aura around on the floor. If you stand on that, you're going to take damage over time, and it's going to hurt. So you want to make sure you have to be careful where you stand. Obviously, the quicker you down it, the less fire that will actually be on the floor. So you want to make sure you try and get it done as soon as possible. If you are a ranged class, you want to make sure that you stand fairly close. So if you're a ranged class, right, you want to stand like this far away from it. You do not want to stand on this side of the room. You do not want to stand this far away. The main reason being, if you stand from this far away, he will continue to jump at you over and over and over again. It's the same with every boss. If you're a ranged class, you want to stand quite close to it. So I'd recommend, how many feet are that? For a Linfoot, that's quite long. For a human foot, you're probably looking about 10-15 feet away. You don't want to stand any further away. So yeah, I'd definitely recommend not standing as far away as possible. So we'll try and see the fire aura for yourself. I want to show you guys the fire aura, and we'll get him down. Let's go. So it's evading his giant hammer. Okay, his spin. Ultimately, if you want to stand on that, you can, or use your damage resistance stand on that, you can. It's quite an easy boss. Again, it's only floor 2. It's not going to be overly hard. So if I get far away, he'll jump and do his fire hammer on me. So we're just going to do this. So instead of me getting hit, I'm going to press my Z, which is going to negate the damage. There we go. There's the fire on the floor. So if you leave that for too long, if you actually leave that for too long, that will kill you, and you want to get him down as soon as possible when he does that, because as I said, that will literally kill you. Okay, boss down, guys. Sweet. So you do get weapons from here. Apparently, in regards to our upgrade, we will need the weapon from here. We will need it for upgrades, but ultimately we have to wait and see see if we actually need it or not. But yeah, that's the second floor, guys. One boss, second floor. Third floor is another matter, honestly. Third floor is going to be a little bit of a pain, which we'll move on to now, and I'll show you guys what floor 3 is all about. It's really good FPS in here as well. The FPS is just as good as it is in EU and NA. No downtime, no spikes at all. So a lot of you guys might be thinking, what the hell is going on here? But there's 4 bosses. So you have 3 of these mini bosses. You have this guy, another guy, and another guy, and then you have the main boss. Every time, all you need to focus on, right, in regards to each wave on here, let me zoom out a little bit. All you need to do is focus on the main guy. So the guy that's got 30k, forget these 15k and 16k guys. Focus on the main guy. Once you're down the main guy, that group will disappear. Once they disappear, you want to focus all your attention on doing each pack as you go along. So if I down this guy, I'm probably, well, to be honest with you, because I'm 50 and I'm Hongman 7, I can probably do all of them just to show you guys. But ultimately, when you're doing this floor, down this guy, all them 4 will disappear until the next ones will run up through this door and then stand there. Whilst there is a bit of time whilst you do this, it's not instant as well. So once you down this group, down as many of these as you can. Try not to overpull because you'll just end up killing yourself. But basically, kill this guy, kill 1, 2 packs, leave, wait for the time being, and then go into it again. Go into the main boss. So when the next guy comes up the floor, you want to focus your attention on the main guy again, get him down, they'll disappear, and then kill, rinse and repeat until you get to the last boss. The last boss is a KFM boss, is pretty cool. So we're going to jump into the right now, guys. Okay, that's down, dead. Only 30k, it's not that much HP. So ultimately, if you've got AoE, it's always going to be beneficial, because you can just AoE them down for days. I'll refrain from killing everyone too quickly. Okay, so that's basically the first boss done. So, there's another tip as well. Okay, I've actually aggroed that because I was way too close. But if you stand away from him, he won't actually aggro. And it's always good if he doesn't actually aggro, because then it'll give you time to regenerate and get some food or stuff like that. So yeah. Okay, my ping is not really good on here today, unfortunately. It's probably about 180, but it's good enough to show you guys what needs to be done. So here's the third boss. Him and his minions. As I said, just focus on the main guy, and he'll go down. And he's dead. So with these, again, I'm just going to pick them up before the main boss comes in. These are all additional health food. So it's this food right here. Let me pick it. Let me drink some before the main boss comes up. So the main boss will come up and he'll just sit there and wait like a good guy. Let's wait for him. Here he comes. 195k HP. So again, even for us at 40 to 45, that's not overly hard. So anyone could generally do it. Let's jump on him. So as I said as well, he's just like a normal KFM. He's got his KFM abilities, got his evades. Let's get him down. Happy days. Floor done. That's all it is, guys. That's all you need to do. So we'll move on to the next one now. Once the door opens, this guy stops talking and we'll go straight through. So that's floor 3. Floor 4. Floor 4 is a good floor, but I think it's going to be quite a difficult one. So you guys probably remember the first wheel boss, right? Whilst you're leveling to get that frustrating, God forbidden weapon that rarely drops, and the only way you can generally get it from keys, or unless your RNG is amazing. It's the same. It's the same boss basically, but it's a reskin. This boss also drops a costume. He drops this costume here. He drops this little beastly costume. I can show you what this looks like. Presumably it will be the same for us once it does hit NA and EU as well. So I'll show you guys a little preview of this right now. So that's what it looks like in Jin female, Jin male. As I said, it's quite similar to the first costume as well. It's very well. It's almost well, it is identical. It's just like a different colour reskin on it. But that's what the costume looks like. So yeah, let's move on to the boss and get him down. So ideally, what they say to you is that you need to buy one of these. It's 50 copper. It's kind of like a gem, which will pick someone up. So you can choose who you want. You can either take a Blade Master, Destroyer, KFM, whatever you want to take with you, Force Master. And yeah, we're going to start it right now. So I've chosen a Blade Master to fight with me. You don't have to. You have to choose someone though. You don't have a choice of like, I don't want no one. I want to solo it. You have to choose someone. There is no option. So this is like a standard boss. This is a standard boss. What happens though? He'll do like an AOE effect, which you need to get out of. If don't, it's going to hurt you a lot. He also, when he puts his hands up in the air, looks like he's praying to Lord Gaben. What you need to do is that you can knock him down. If you don't knock him down, he will spawn 2 little lads. They don't take a lot to down, but I mean, I'll show you them spawning. I won't actually do the full stun rotation on him to stop him from bringing them up. I'll show you what the ads look like and show you how quite easy they are to get down. So we're going to jump into it right now. Let's do it. AoE, so you want to get out of that. Okay, slowly going down. So when he puts his hands up in the air, that's when he spawns 2 ads. So now we'll have 2 ads on our hands. Here they come. Get him down. AoE the ads down, as well as the boss. When this dungeon comes to us, right guys, it's got 609k HP, so please, please, please don't be disheartened about not killing it as quick as this. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to lie to you, he's not going to go down that quickly, not come the way that I'm doing it. Also, from this place, he drops these rings. He drops rings, necklaces, and earrings, necklaces, and rings. These items right here are quite important if you are doing the upgrade of your Hongmen accessories. Now, they are called Ascension. They're on the Asian servers. They are called Ascension. I'm not sure if they're keeping that same name because we don't know anything about it yet. But they are called Ascension ring, Ascension necklace, Ascension earring. But ideally, you want to keep hold of those if you do farm a space because you will need to upgrade your items once you get them as well. So make sure you keep them stashed away in your bank for a rainy day because you will need them. You will definitely need them. So that's that boss. That's that boss. Yeah, but once it does come to launch, guys, at the moment I've got 721 attack on China. So that's going to be slightly different when it does come to us playing it as well. So don't be too disheartened. 54% crit and 117% hit rate. So yeah, don't get too disheartened. Now this boss, not only does this guy look amazing, I love this fight. The main reason being, you see these pillars around all the way around the outside of the room. When I attack him, they'll have green glows around them. Green glow, green glow, green glow. In my opinion, I don't think it matters which one you take, but I'm going to take the red one first. It doesn't matter what order, but basically they will give you more damage and more crit. So we're going to, well, more crit. So we're going to jump onto it right now and down this boss. What this boss does, he does AoE around you. He does spins around. If you're from a distance, he'll roll towards you like a, I don't know, some barrel being pushed down a hill because he's quite large. Yeah, he's just, I mean, it is a good fight, it's a great fight, and hopefully you guys enjoy this one, because this is probably one of my favourite floors of the low-level floors from 1 to 8.3, so we're going to crack on with it now. Okay, let's come up. So, get him down. Said you want to miss the big indicators on the floor, pretty obvious indicators, so you want to try and evade them. Again, he'll suck you in, get out of that, because if you don't, he'll just hit you, and that will knock you so far, your ass won't even touch the ground. Okay, I should have moved them, but it didn't really matter because my block's quite high. It's going down, it's going down, it's going down. Sweet, he's dead. He did. See, we got Bopay from here. The Bopay set is quite good. I think it'll be pretty good for us on EU and NA launch. Again, more tokens, more HP, more defense and HP regen. We can only use those though in arena. You can't use them outside of arena. You have to use them inside of arena. No, inside. Sorry, not even arena. You have to use them inside the Mushin tower. So if I left now, I could not use these. You have to use them inside. Let's just drink a couple. So we get the buff. We don't need the buff, but just to show you guys what it does. So it's a 2-stack, 3-stack. You don't have to fully sit down. 4-stack, and a 5-stack. So we've got 5-stack there. So we've got the HP regen and the defense up. So it's just to show you guys that it does work, and it is worth doing, especially when we get to 40. Well, especially when we're all 45. We're going to need this bad boy. Definitely going to need it. Okay, so this, as you might see, this is floor 6, right? There is no boss. You're like, where the hell is the boss? There's a spin wheel here. You can either get one of these bosses. You can get, I'm not entirely sure the names, but that's like the Monkey King that we've already got, Spider, and I mean, hopefully we don't get the middle one, because if you get these middle ones, they're called, there's Pig, and a pig's got 1 HP, so basically you skip a floor. So it's your choice. I mean, sometimes you can get RNG Jesus on your side, and it means you can clear it faster, which means you can get the pig and just go straight to John Bido, which is on floor 7. But let's see what we get. See what we got spin. So it's 2 silver 50 for this every time. Roll. And we've got the spider. Cool. This fight's really good, man. This not only is this fight awesome, the boss looks awesome. Look how awesome that looks. Look how furry his legs are. Hella furry. Right, what this boss does, he will try and throw a spider web at you. If he throws a spider web at you and the spider web actually hits, there's a massive chance that he'll knock you up in the air, and it's a massive inconvenience, like a huge inconvenience, because the damage he does so much damage, especially for when we're level 45. It'll probably one-shot us. He'll also just do like the area indicators on you as well. There's also a chance that if he'll spin around, if he spins you around, it'll knock you up in the air, then it'll web you in the air and then do more damage to you as well. Again, you want to be careful in what he does, and actually you want to evade this guy quite a lot. It's probably one of the more difficult bosses out of that spin wheel, but we'll crack onto it and show you guys it now. Do it. So if I get hit by the web, just to show you guys, so I'm just going to sit still. Okay, here we go. Boom. Spins me around, webs me, keeps me there for a little while, and then spins again. Spins again. Look how much damage that does. That's like 20k damage right there. 20k. So you want to be careful. You want to be super careful, man, because that's gonna have some detrimental effect, and it's gonna make you go emo, and yeah, you don't want to do that. So let's get him down. That's basically what it does. It's kind of like a rinse and repeat. The next floor is where it's at, John Bido, floor 7. Now, floor 7, I think it's going to be very hard. Not for just, I mean, it's going to be hard because you're going to have to get the tactics on point. Like, if you don't get them on point, ripping pepperonis, because you're going to have a rough day at the office if you don't get it down. The beautiful thing is about this place is that you can just continuously farm it over and over and over again. And it's great to do. Absolutely awesome to do. So yeah, moving up. Also, another thing before we actually start this boss, if you want to skip floors 1 to 4 and go straight to 5, so you got 5, 6, 7, 8.1, 8.2, 8.3, you can skip straight to floor 5, but it's a scroll. The scroll you can buy from a vendor in Mushin Tower, from outside of the instance, but just outside the instance there's a vendor which you can buy a scroll which takes you to floor 5 straight away. It does cost 30 silver a go though. 30 silver a throw, so obviously it's not cheap. It's fairly expensive, so it depends if you want to do it or not. Personally, I still have the enjoyment of doing each floor as I go. It's absolutely amazing. As you can see, the weather's hella bad up here. Pretty rainy. John Bido's in the middle with that legendary hat. Absolute legend. Now this boss acts like a blade dancer. No, a blade master. He's so strong. Like, it's a hard boss. When it comes to us at 45, we're gonna have a rough time, I think. He's literally super strong. He will do his like X ability where he'll teleport to you and like cut you up. He will do his 2, which is like a charge effect, which means he'll dash to you. He's got like an RB, like a blade dancer has as well, where he can go behind you, stun you, and then just throws his sword through you. You have to use your Q and E. You have to evade. You have to block. If you don't, as I said, you're going to die in a matter of seconds. Also, he'll do ice area effects on the floor. He'll do ice area effects everywhere that you go. So you want to make sure that you find an area where there's no ice and just stand there and wait for him to come over. Last thing you want to do is stand in one of them. Not only will it freeze you, he will charge you, knock you up, and do all sorts of crazy things, and it will pretty much kill you. I mean, I've died this a few times with my ping at level 50, mainly because of ping, but ultimately because I wasn't paying attention. If you don't pay attention, you will die. Okay, let's move on to this boss. Okay, let's pick him up, get the AoE done on him, get him down, get the AoE. See what I mean? How much damage that actually did. There you go. Ice effects on the floor. Ice effects are real. See what I mean? Because he trapped me in ice, that means he was gonna just. Okay, you want to stay at the red targets. You cannot evade those. You have to just get out of them. Do not stand in them. If you stand in them, it's actually ripping pepperonis. No joke. You will die. So again, more ice on the floor. DPS, DPS, DPS. Okay, he's pretty much down. There's also... Damn, no hat. See what I mean, guys? That must have been 200 plus runs and no hat. Ripping Pepperino. So he also can drop a gem chest as well. Now the gems are only pentagonal, but again, it's not too bad. It's a free gem at the end of the day. Happy days. So yeah, that's 1 to 7 anyway. We're going to move on to 8.1. And we're going to show you guys 8.1. Dailies give you a decent fair amount of money. So I said it's always worth doing them. That boss also does a few other things as well. He'll get a red aura around his feet, which means he's invulnerable. You can't attack him, and then he'll throw a dagger at you. So it's kind of like a Blade Master's V, and then V. I'm trying to think in my head what it is. Yeah, it's almost like a Blade Master's V. So if that hits you, that's going to hurt. That's going to take a lot of damage. You want to make sure you move out the AoE. Otherwise, it's a good night, sweetheart. Okay. Open these chests and we'll go for the next door. So the next door, floor 8.1 to 8.3 isn't too bad. It's quite self-explanatory, which we're going to move on to in a second. The thing that you always get a 100% guaranteed costume on here. I'm not sure if that's going to change when it comes to. I'm not sure if that's going to change when it comes to EU or NA, but this is what the costume looks like. It's basically the level 1 costume, but in black and gold instead of the white. So yeah, quite fancy. Quite fancy. So bear with me for 1 second whilst I have a drink. I'll show you guys the cutscene as well. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that because that's spoilers. That was a teaser. That was a teaser. I'm not going to spoil it. Right. Now, this boss has 3 floors, right? From the get-go, you can't attack him. You have to run into him. He'll grab you, do some fake kicks, and you won't take any damage. He'll drop you to the floor. That's when the fight starts. If you stand far away from him, he'll keep grabbing you and he'll grip you up and just destroy your soul. So you want to make sure you stand quite close to him, especially in this phase. Phase 8.1 is quite easy. It's kind of like a DPS test, really, to make sure that you can actually do it. It's not too hard. Okay, so we're going to go. Let's do it. So, jumping first, you can't do anything. He'll grab you, chin you a little bit, and he throws you to the floor. That's when you can start DPSing. Don't forget to miss the indicators though. You do not want to stand on the indicators. If the indicators hit you, it's murder she wrote. Okay, it's going to grip me up again. Do some little pushback. Cheeky. This floor is not really much to say apart from he does this all the time. Floor 8.1 is quite easy in comparison to the others. And yeah, he's dead. He dead. He did. That's pretty much the floor, guys. 8.2 is slightly difficult because what he does, he will do a AoE in the middle. You probably see this when you actually follow the main story quest. What he'll do, you fight him out here, then he'll jump in the middle. Once he jumps at the middle, you want to stand as far away from him as possible. You want to stand here, and you want to SS. So you want to press SS on your keyboard, or you want to use your damage resistance. If you don't, you'll get hit by fire. If you stand around here, and when the fire comes along, because it will come in a circle, it will split into another circle, then it will fill the whole room. So you want to make sure that you want to stand at the edge of here, because if not, you have to resist all three in the middle, and it's a bit of a pain. So you're better off just not doing that and just standing by the edge of the room. And I'll show you guys what that does and how to do it. No, my luck, I'll probably mess up because it's an actually recorded video, which should always be good, I guess. Okay, here he goes, jump straight into the middle. So we do AoE, as you can see. Boom! Another explosion. Boom, boom. It's spreading. SS. Resist damage. You want to make sure you resist that damage every time. If you don't, that deals about 20k damage. So that's going to have detrimental effect to you if you don't resist it. Don't want to get hit by that AoE as well. If you get hit by that red target straight after he does the spin in the middle, that will pretty much, well, that won't pretty much kill you. That will kill you because not only he'll basically juggle you until you're dead. He'll do like a spinning kick whilst you're midair, and it will just kill you in one shot. It'll one-shot you from max HP. SS again, dodge it. It's basically, in regards to these floors, it's just knowing the tactics and basically rinse and repeating it. So yeah. Okay. I'm not going to let him hit me with that because that's going to hurt. Okay. You have to evade that. So if you do get hit by the red target, you can evade it. So it's not a problem. Okay. Thank God that didn't hurt. My ping is really not good today. Thank goodness EU's out already. Thank goodness EU is out. Okay, let him jump in the middle again to do it. Let him do his jam, spinning around doing fire. Okay, done. Okay, for some reason my sound's messed up. I can't hear my voice. What's happened to my voice, guys? What has happened to my voice? I've lost it. Go back to the middle again to do his spin. Ultimately, you don't want to chase after him because that fire in the middle will literally destroy your soul. So you don't want to stand in that at all. Okay, he's done. And he's down. So that's 8.2. As you can see, it's slightly different to 8.1. 8.1 he stands there. 8.2 does that. Now 8.3 is a different scenario totally. There's a chance that he will jump into the middle. He will teleport into the air about probably 50 feet up, and he'll start firing ice at you. You want to resist that damage because if you don't, again, that will one-shot you. He'll also put frost orbs here, 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 and here. And if you're standing anywhere near them, they will kill you as well. Also, he will, when you go, he'll literally jump into the air. He'll raise and levitate, and he'll put a black aura on the floor. You want to stand inside that because that actually gives you a positive buff. So you want to make sure you stand inside it and not out of it. So let's move on to 8.3. So as you can see, it progressively gets harder each time you do it. See his HP's increased as well. Last time he had 600k, now he's got 1 million. So it's slightly more harder. So we'll just do his standard little kick at first. Nothing you can do about that. He would always do that. So let's just try and get him down as quick as we can. Pick him up. Get the old AoE on his face. Slam him back down again. Okay, let him jump to the middle. He's going to do, so he does the standard AoE as we saw before as well. So he does this, we're going to have to evade it. Let him come into the edge of the room. SS. Good job. Okay, he's coming back again. Get the AoE down on him. Mass AoE. So with Blade Dancers you can get quite a lot of decent AoE down on him. If anyone asks what weapon I've got, I've actually got a legendary S2.5 on China. Because I can imagine that question is going to come. So again, he's doing the AoE again. Explode, explode, explode. SS again. If you can't SS, like I just didn't,
because it's on cooldown, you can actually use your any damage resistance at all. So it doesn't matter what you want you actually use, as long as you do use damage resistance. That's all that matters. So get the AoE on them. The best thing about the Blade Dancer's grab is that it saves him raining down damage on you, and you just unload so much onto him. We have no... Okay, this AoE, stay inside it. Gives you a positive buff. Okay. Let him jump back again. He's going to do the standard rotation. Explode, explode, explode. All the way. SS. Resist. I'm good to go. Rain more damage on top of him. Rinse and repeat, guys. That's all it is. Rinse and repeat. So again, this damage you want to stay inside of. You want to stay inside of this damage. It's worth. Jump in the middle again. He's going to do this one more time, and then he's dead when he comes back. Get to the end. SS. Good to go. Come on, baby. Let's get you down. Let's put you to sleep for the night. Oh, rip. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, that's not good. Let's get him down. Get him down. Let him do his gem again. That gives you a positive buff, so you want to make sure you stay in that positive buff. This boss is slightly more awkward if you want to down it quickly. If you want to down this boss quickly, it's super awkward. It's just mega awkward. Okay, I can't do anything. Is he running back to the middle? Okay, this is where it's going to hurt. This is where I could no, I won't die because I've got pots. Come on, it's fine. See, it's not overly easy. Not overly easy. So that's the flaws, guys. From this boss, I get that same costume again. I've got the same one. You can't disenchant them, you can't get rid of them, so instead of picking up 100, there's no point to keep picking up, really, in my opinion. But that's 8.1. That's 8.3, sorry. So those are flaws 1 to 8.3. Hopefully that video explained everything, guys. If you do have any questions or queries, please leave your comments down below. Again, a big thanks to NCSoft for sponsoring this video again, and also the stream and everything else. So much appreciated. And yeah, more videos, a lot more videos coming soon, guys. Hopefully you guys can tune in for some more, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.